July 18th, 2009 brought Cindy Vanderwick full circle back to the LA Coliseum for the 25th anniversary of the 1984 Olympic Games. The company, Huntington Beach-based Pageantry World, founded by her late husband Leon and family, is the world-renowned flag and banner creators and a respected integral part of the most successful Olympic Games to date.
I said the flags and banners were part of the whole color scheme that created the unified look that for 2 weeks took everybody from Ventura County down to San Diego County and made it one community. It was the critical part.
And yes, Pageantry World was a big part of all the flags, and now when I see flags everywhere in cities, I think about what they did and what they started with the games. So many things in LA started with the games.
And you have to have people that have an eye for draping and making something special, and there's few people have that gift, so we're grateful.
The reunion was a moment lost in time July 18, with an enormous retrospect and journey through the famous and soon to be famous.
Sammy Lee and his wife, who reside here in Huntington Beach, were at the 25th reunion, and I was able to have a few moments to speak with them. Rafer Johnson, I was able to speak with him for a few minutes and renew our friendship, and what a nice man, and he's still an athlete in my mind. Peter Uberoth, Anita DeFrance, who was very high up in the IOC, vendors that I hadn't seen for 25 years. We're fortunate enough to still be manufacturing flags for the LA 84 Foundation, for the youth. The Olympics left a huge legacy. Believe it or not, the interest rate at that time was 18%. So any monies that came in earned all this beautiful interest, and in turn it went back to the community.
I came out of the woodwork in Northern California. She's still down here. And Cindy and I started on, her husband was too busy in New Orleans, and I took a check, went to her house and shook her hand and said, "Damn it, we are in business together." Isn't that true?
That's true.
And that's how these flags came about.
Yeah.
And it was an Olympic dream I had from 1980 in Alaska, that I was going to be part of this, and they gave me a chance, and my God, 25 years later, we're back.
It's fun.
The 84 Games would evolve into an original template for future Olympic success. The Games were also a triumph for Pageantry World.
It led us to bigger and better things. We participated in some World's Fairs after that, and Leon and I were very active in the Atlanta Olympics. And then from that point on, he did travel over to Paris and to Albertville, France. We had a small part in that, and also the Barcelona Olympics too. So it led to greater and bigger things for us, and we just kept going. We were having fun, and we liked what we did together, and we were successful. Our families enjoyed what we did, and the world enjoyed what we did.
The lifespan of a career of producing award-winning banners and flags that has been the backdrop for so many events around the world began in the most earliest of efforts.
Leon worked with Walt Disney in the beginning of Disneyland. His reputation for achieving and putting more or less the icing on the cake, his reputation followed him up to the Olympics. Leon was responsible for getting Mr. Walt Disney involved in the 1964 World's Fair. He called him on the phone and he said, "You really need to have a display." And lo and behold, the idea came to Mr. Disney to put the Small World ride at the World's Fair, which now resides at Disneyland. Ray Kroc came into our place of business and said that only in America can I do this, and that is to have a flagpole at every one of my locations. And lo and behold, if you look at every McDonald's, they not only have one flagpole, they have 3 flagpoles. We were the first company on board to provide flagpoles for McDonald's. Before we moved to Huntington Beach, we were in fact right next to Caltech in Pasadena, and we were asked to reproduce a flag for them, and lo and behold, it went to the moon.
touching and shaping pop culture wasn't planned, obviously, but grew out of early innovation, creativity, and the forward vision Leon Vanderwyck partnered with Cindy, which later made their own sponsorship of the Centennial of Huntington Beach a natural.
I feel very lucky to live in Huntington Beach and work in Huntington Beach and then drive down Beach Boulevard and see 218 of my banners flying, and I feel very proud and lucky, and I hope everyone has enjoyed them. They will be going down after the Centennial, and I think they'd make a great souvenir item and a fundraiser for the city. I like to call it color in motion. It's one of our favorite expressions that came out of the '84 games. We put icing on the cake. We make things look pretty. We make them colorful. We make things move, so when you walk by any event that we're involved in, you're going to be attracted to something waving in the breeze, and most likely it will be one of Pageantry World's banners.